Here, we, on behalf of the Offices of Indian Audit and Accounts Department, stationed at Chennai and Puducherry, warmly welcome Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Shri K.Kailashnathan. Sir belongs to 1979 batch of IAS, has worked for 45 years for Government of Gujarat and is credited with implementation of several key projects and their programs in Gujarat. He is also the chairman of Executive Council, Mahatma Gandhi Sabarmati Ashram Memorial Trust, entrusted with Gandhi Ashram Redevelopment Project. Our warm welcome, sir. The institution of Controller and Auditor General of India traces its origin to the Offices of the Accountant General to the Government of India set up in 1858 in British India, merging the accounting departments of Bombay, Calcutta and Madras presidencies. Sir Edward Drummond was appointed the first Auditor General on November 16, 1860, and hence, so we celebrate the Audit Divas on this day since 2021. This being the 5th year. The program was inaugurated at Bharat Mandapam, New Delhi by Honorable Vice President Shri C.P. Radhakrishnan. Following the Audit Divas, a plethora of activities were lined up in various field offices across the length and breadth of India for a fortnight. To add local flavor, let me add few lines. The present Tiruvallur Tattai Krishnamachari Road, what we called as TTK Road, was earlier called Mowbray's Road. And Mowbray was the first accountant of Fort St. George in 1771. He later became the Accountant General and member of First Board of Revenue in 1785. And as per the available records in our office, Sri R.N. Lodwick held the charge of Accountant General during 1873 to 76. We entered into this premises in 1956 after Vice President Sri Radhakrishnan led the foundation in 1954. During this fortnight, officers of this region had conducted many programs. A stakeholder meeting was organized by for the DDOs of Vellore district regarding functioning of accounts, pension and GPF by Principal AG A&D. And Principal AG Audit 1 Tamil Nadu organized audit sensitization program in Tambaram Municipal Corporation. Similarly, a sensitization for the school program, school children were conducted in CSI Colony Matriculation School. Office of Principal General Audit 2, Accountant General Audit 2, Tamil Nadu and Puducherry organized stakeholders meeting at Puducherry to highlight the heads of offices and DDOs of Government of Puducherry on key audit issues and compliance audit mechanisms. A similar meeting was also organized at Erode for heads of offices and DDOs of Government of Tamil Nadu. The office also conducted a walkathon at Puducherry to create awareness among the citizens about the institution of CAG. And the Office of the Director General of Audit Central organized 2 meetings with GST stakeholders on ease of doing business. As a part of our social responsibility, the office also conducted 2 rabies awareness programs in the campus. And to educate the staff on the importance of continued skill development and gaining experience, a Pattimandram was also organized. A stakeholder meeting with the railway officials and a Rangoli competition with the theme Viksit Bharat, wherein teams participated enthusiastically, were organized by Office of the DG Railways and Office of DG Commercial, sir. Sir, since independence, as we all know, our country has gone by leaps and bounds. As we completed Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we have rededicated ourselves to the nation, aiming at our vision of transforming the country to a developed nation by 2047, that is 100 years of independence. In line with it, the institution of CAG has geared up over the years in the process of aiding good governance coupled with accountability and transparency. Apart from maintaining GPF accounts, authorizing pension and carrying out gazetted entitlement functions in various states, As an organization, we have promoted National Resource Accounting as an important environment assessment tool. We have also taken major initiative in big data analysis and data-driven audits. Latest tools like GIS, satellite imagery were utilized in our audits. In fact, we have brought in a compendium on the new initiatives and good practices of the institution of CAG called the Catalyst, and it is being released for the last 5 years in a row every year. Not only this, we have also created dashboard wherein the state finances, state accounts are also displayed. The linkage among public financial system, financial management system, integrated financial management system, voucher level computerization has helped us follow the rupee to give assurance to the citizens. The region initiatives on enhancing the skills of the officers and the staff of INDD in the era of AI and ML is also being carried out to equip us to fulfill the vision of the department and that of this great nation. And in this direction, we are also marching ahead with various MOUs with various educational institutions. Again, my warm welcome to Honorable Lieutenant Governor Shri K.Kailashnathan. I also welcome senior officers and staff of the department, the officials, and the cultural troupe from South Zone Cultural Center, Tanjavur, and the media. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We now request Shri Frederick Siamle, Principal Accountant General Audit 1, to present a bouquet to the Chief Guest, the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. Thank you, sir. We now request Shri R. Tirupati Venkatasamy, Principal Accountant General Audit to TamilNews and Puducherry, to present a memento to the Honorable Lieutenant Governor. Thank you, sir. It's a great pride and pleasure that we culminate this year's Audit Week celebrations with the Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry, Shri K.Kailashnathan, as our chief guest. We now request the Honorable Lieutenant Governor to deliver the special address.
Respected Director General of Audit, senior officers of the Indian Audit and Accounts Department, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, vanakkam. I'm honored to join you all on the occasion of the Audit Divas 2025. This day gives us an opportunity to reflect on the importance of transparency, accountability, and responsible use of public money. It also reminds us of the unique and powerful role played by the Controller and Auditor General of India in strengthening our democracy. The CAG is one of the most respected institutions of our Constitution. It is a pillar of our democracy. It ensures that every rupee spent by the government is spent for the welfare of the people. In many ways, CAG, I would call, is a partner in the nation building. Government create policies, launch welfare schemes, and implement development projects. The CAG ensures that these efforts are carried out honestly, efficiently, and according to rules. The CAG's reports help governments identify issues, correct mistakes, and improve systems. This makes the government more effective and results more meaningful citizens. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the architect of our Constitution, strongly believed in the independence of the CAG. He described the CAG as the most important office under the Constitution of India because CAG acts as a guardian of the nation's finance, the public purse. This independence is not a matter of privilege, it is a matter of responsibility. This CAG speaks only on the basis of truth and facts. The CAG does not serve any political party or any private interest. The CAG serves only the Constitution and the people of India. It is this independence that allows the CAG to point out irregularities without fear and favor, and to offer constructive suggestions to strengthen the public administration. Dr. Ambedkar's vision continues to guide this institution as it supports the progress of our nation. Friends, the world around us is changing rapidly. Governance is becoming more digital, more decentralized, and more complex. Government transactions today happen through digital platforms, online payments, e-governance systems, and especially in government, direct benefit transfers. In this environment, audit cannot be limited to manual checks or traditional methods. I am happy to note the CAG of India is already moving strongly towards new technologies such as data analytics, as you mentioned, artificial intelligence, for identifying patterns and detecting irregularities, blockchain, digital audit platform, etc. Technology will not replace auditors. It will empower them. It will make audits faster, more reliable, and more comprehensive. By adopting modern tools, the CAG is preparing India for the future of public financial management. Earlier, the role of the CAG focused on checking accounts and verifying financial transactions. But today, the people expect more from governance. Citizens want to know whether the public money is being used effectively and whether the government schemes are producing real benefits. The CAG has responded to this expectation by widening its scope. Audit examines not just how money was spent, but how well it was spent. They evaluate whether public services are reaching the intended beneficiaries, and whether projects are completed on time, and whether policies are delivering the results. This modern approach makes the CAG an essential partner in improving governance and public service delivery. I would like to only share my experiences with the CAG's office when I was working in the government of Gujarat. First, as a secretary of the department, I always used to insist that the CAG audit paras has to be taken very seriously. When the CAG inspects your office, they give you half-margin paras. Invariably, these half-margin paras have to be replied in time. In many of the cases in the departments, we found there's a total lethargy because the top man is not interested in all these things. The persons in the middle level or the lower level who are dealing with the audit staff, they also do not have does not understand the importance of that. The only department I found was very systematic and very focused was the PWD department. They had a good staff mentioned for this thing, and they used to interact with the audit department very frequently. And I still remember our audit office, AG's office was in Rajkot. So what is called exit conference. So invariably, I used to attend the exit conference, go along with my officers and attend the exit conference at Rajkot. And AG Rajkot was kind enough to host a lunch for us at that time. That is the kind of rapport we had with the AG's office actually. And when I moved into the Chief Minister's office, I worked there for 18 years. And Mr. Narendra Modi ji was the Chief Minister. Invariably we had to brief him actually. See, when the audit report comes, one copy comes to the Chief Minister's office. But we're not supposed to divulge it unless it is placed before the House, the Assembly. So we used to ask the Finance Department to get the important paras observations of the CAG. And we used to brief him for 2 hours. The presentation was made to the Chief Minister for 2 hours. And he, with a sharp memory, always used to remember that whenever during his meetings with officers and the departments, he used to mention those things. So the entire administration was alert. And he used to ask the Chief Secretary to take a review of the audit objections, the report which has been read, and how do you improve on that. So that was a very proactive steps taken by Mr. Modi during that time. Now what happens to your reports, the CAG reports which come? The first person who is interested is media, especially the printed media. Because the moment it is placed on the house, so there is enough material for them to write for about 10 days, hot news. So definitely they will pick up only the worst comments which have been made against each department, and only that will be published, not those sentences which appreciate the departments are not written at all. And 10 days one keeps battling, the information department keeps battling that thing, and after 10 days it doesn't. Third, it is used by the opposition parties as a debate in the assembly. That is also one of the major things, because he said the CAG has pointed out this. And the third, if there is elections coming, then elections also, this is a debatable matter for political debates. In the, these are the three things which CAG's reports are being used. There's another one which is called Public Accounts Committee. Ultimately, all the paras go to the Public Accounts Committee, where the representatives of the AG's office also sit there. Now that's very interesting, because you have audit paras which are observed about 8 years before. Those are being discussed at the present level by the Public Accounts Committee. Now secretaries and officers who are dealing with that particular department or the particular project or programs have already left the department, or they've been transferred out. Now who is there to defend what happened 8 years before? So as a secretary of the department, I remember the Public Accounts Committee means you need for 3 days of solid preparation, because the Public Account Committee members can ask any questions under the earth, and you are supposed to answer that. So in many of the cases, the present secretary who's facing the Public Accounts Committee is not interested in defending what happened about 7-8 years before. And there's a tussle between the Public Accounts Committee and the department secretaries and the officers. And many of the members of they are for the political parties, both on ruling as well as opposition. They make use of the position as the members of the applicant to get their works done in the various departments. Otherwise, you can have a very offensive approach, so that he said, okay, then cool down, that what are your works pending, that will get it done. I mean, this is what is really happening in the field. So it is a question that the CAG's reports have to be, these are corrective measures, and it has to be taken very, very seriously. So many of the departments, many of the chief ministers give a lot of importance to this, and we have been systematically able to improve upon our performance as a government. So this is what is actually happening in the field. I mean, I must give you a feedback from my side. This is accountability is the heart of the healthy democracy. Public money is sacred because it comes from the hard work of citizens, farmers, workers, taxpayers, and small businesses. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that every rupee is spent honestly and wisely. Audit systems help identify irregularities, prevent misuse, and promote transparency. They are essential for rooting out corruption and ensuring that development reaches the people it is meant for. I was just having a cup of tea with senior colleagues. I was mentioning, I always prefer, whenever which department I work, I always prefer to have an officer of Indian Audit and Accounts Service as my financial controller. And it used to be very effective because One thing I did not bother about the finances at all, and nothing will go against the rules and regulations. I used to tell them. Only thing I used to tell him that, look, there are certain departments, for example, the infrastructural departments, you are given a contract, but when it is being implemented in the field, now there are a lot of obstructions which come. Suppose you are building a road, you're building this thing. Now, some person, the land has not been acquired, this thing. Now, he creates problems. So, work gets delayed. The contractor is going to ask, he said, look, I got mobilized the things, my staff are waiting there, but you are not giving me right of way to pay for that. Like, suppose you're making a canal, big irrigation canal. Now, the local people will keep on asking for extra crossover bridges, because from one part of the village to another part of the village. Now, we have to accommodate such this thing. He said you should be in a position to appreciate it. So that's why I was discussing with them. Always recruit 25% more staff in Indian Audits and Account Service, and all the major departments of the state government should take these officers on deputation. I told my colleague, Mr. G.C. Murmu, he was working with me in the Chief Minister's office. I had also told him that please examine this. And people are very happy. Many state governments are taking people on deputation, and they were quite happy about it. Corruption does not mean wasting the money. It destroys opportunities, delays developments, and weakens people's trust. A transparent audit proceeds builds public confidence, strengthens democracy, and makes governance more responsive and efficient. Audit officers play a vital role in this. Though through your careful examination records and your commitment to accuracy, you protect the public interest and uphold the values of our Constitution. By making audit reports more accessible to the public, the CAG promotes openness. When citizens understand how money is spent and what improvements are needed, trust in government increases. This trust is essential for social harmony and national development. In Puducherry, the government is implementing many initiatives in education, health, rural development, digital governance, and infrastructure. The insight provided by the Audit and Accounts Department help the administration improve services and enhance efficiency. I appreciate the cooperation between the government departments and the audit teams. This constructive partnership helps Puducherry move towards a better financial discipline and stronger public accountability. I want to express my sincere appreciation to all the officers and staff of the CAG. Your work is often quiet and behind the scene, but it is a fundamental to health of our democracy. You work with dedication, integrity, and professionalism. You deal with complex financial systems, huge data sets, and numerous regulations. Your role demands patience, precision, and moral courage. As India continues its journey towards digital transformation, I encourage you to keep enhancing your skills, adopting new technologies, and embracing new methods. Your commitment will shape the future of the public financial governance in our country. Towards a more transparent and accountable India, Audit Divas 2025 reminds us that accountability and transparency are not on occasional duties, they are continuous responsibilities. The CAG of India plays a crucial role in building a strong and very transparent nation. Let us reaffirm our commitment to using public resources responsibly, strengthening audit systems, and upholding the values of our Constitution. Together, let us work towards a future where governance is honest, efficient, and fully centered on public welfare. I extend my warm wishes to all audit professionals on this special occasion. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Audit Divas is not an annual ritual, but an occasion to reaffirm our dedication to truth and public interest. In his enlightening speech, the Honorable Lieutenant Governor has highlighted our institutional values and essential duties. Thank you, sir. In the Indian Audit and Accounts Department, excellence is not confined to audit alone. We also take pride in nurturing and celebrating achievement in sports. Today, we honor those who have brought laurels through their dedication and outstanding performances. We now request the Honorable Lieutenant Governor to present the shields to meritorious sports persons of I&AD who have excelled at national events. First, hockey, Shri Chiran Medappa. Shri Kavin Kishore. Shri M. Meenakshi Sundaram. Shri H. Trishul Ganapati. That is Shri H. Trishul Ganapati. Shri Upendra Singh Tanwar. Shri V. Veeratamilan. Next, table tennis, Shri D. Surendranath. Shri K. Srivatsa Chakravarti. Shri Sushmit Sriram. Finally, Karam, Srimati D. Swarnalata. Thank you, sir. We now request Shri R. Tirupati Venkatasamy, Principal Accountant General, Audit to Tamil Nadu and Puducherry, to render the vote of thanks.
Very good evening to all of you gathered here. His Excellency, the Lieutenant Governor of Puducherry. Sir, we extend on behalf of I&AD a warm word of thanks for your acceptance for coming over and gracing this occasion, sir. On 21st, this last month when I met sir for invite him personally for this program, so the first response is immediately accepted, and besides that, despite having adverse weather today, he made it a point to travel and reach our office on time and take part in this program. Furthermore, your speech have a lot of inspiring thoughts shared in that, sir. You shared your experience and you shared your the kind of importance that you have given to the audit and audit observations. And also that the feedback that you gave about, I particularly very impressed about the word that you mentioned, sir. Public finance is scarce as well as that money is sacred. So we fully accept that, sir, and our teams and our office will work towards to fulfilling your wish and then taking the nation forward with due accountability and for a developed nation, sir. Thank you very much for your positive and inspiring speech, sir. I also thank your secretarial officials who coordinated to come over and to organize these programs in a problem-free manner, and warm thanks to them. I also thank my colleagues and HODs here and the group officers who are present here who made these occasions great. The committee which has been formed for organizing various audit day events, as well as that this grand valedictory function, a grand success, and my thanks to them also. A lot of media personnel have gathered here who, despite again being bad weather today, that they've come over here and to cover this event and to spread the news of Audit Day celebrations and the message of His Excellency the Lieutenant Governor's message to the public. Thank you very much for coming over here. I also thank our OM section and the welfare sections who tirelessly worked to make this event a grand success. All others who have gathered here and participated in this event and other events organized by the department, thank you very much. Thank you, Nada.
Thank you, sir. Let us all rise up for the national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तब जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता